This is my review of Dr. Stone, Chapter 101, Treasure Chest. So, I really need to stop thinking small with this series. Oh my god, last week they said there's a treasure chest, but it's an item that'll save all of humanity, and I thought, okay, what is in here? How could it help them in the short term? Nope. It's literally platinum, which they're planning on using to revive everyone on Earth. Literally, to save all of humanity. Jesus Christ, I really have to, like I said, I really have to stop underestimating Senku and his plans. Because apparently platinum can be used as a catalyst to make nitric acid, which, okay. I literally have no idea how, but hopefully that'll be explained further down the road. It's also said that they can't just go around reviving people randomly because everyone's going to be angry, like, oh, revive my cousin, revive my brother, revive my blah blah blah. And if they only have enough revive every few days to make someone to revive someone, well, that's not really going to work for everybody as a whole. I think a lottery system could work, where they say, okay, everyone buy a ticket, and if your name gets pulled, then we'll revive the person of your choosing, which, again, raise money. And again, that would just make the people who are wealthier in the island hated more, and that could lead to other problems. So maybe just a random lottery where everyone gets a ticket, whoever gets their number called, wins, and then they can sell it to someone else if they want to. I mean, it still makes it a little unfair, but, less so maybe? I don't know. It'd certainly give everyone motivation to want to win. Alright, you know what? I've talked enough about that. Let's move on. So, the treasure chest is basically everything. Diamonds, rare minerals, and gems, and platinum, and gold, and silver, and amber, and everything else they had on the ship, they just put inside this capsule for their distant ancestors would be able to find a way to use it properly. It's a little sad that Senku, who was younger than all of them, could find a way to make 1,000 times better use of it than they ever could. We also get more info on the 100 tales. So Senku decides to do an all-night marathon session to get through all the tales as quickly as possible. And in 7 hours, he gets through 7 tales. So roughly every tale takes an hour to tell. That means that this shamaness has 100 hours of information stored inside of her head. Jesus freaking... Can you imagine storing 100 hours? Just a 100-hour movie, just stored every detail of it in your head perfectly without missing a single detail, or history will be lost forever. Jesus freaking Christ. Why is there only one shamaness? That's the question I'm wondering. Why is there only one? Why aren't there like 5? Each of them holding 20 hours, which is still insane, but less so. Remember a book series I read once where all the children were made to memorize entire books, and that was how it was passed down. The child was considered the book itself, and then for one book, the child's parent died before they could pass it down fully, and because of that, the book was incomplete. But, so yeah, they would still be more likely lose information, but if they do lose information, it's not all of the information. I mean, if the shamaness dies before she passes the 100 tales down, that's pretty much it. There's a few stories everyone remembers, the ones she's told them already, but that would still be at least a couple dozen of the tales would be gone forever, and people would argue over the details they didn't remember of the remaining ones, and it'd just be absolute chaos. Why is there only one shamaness? So, yeah, lots of stories. But a great number of them are focused on stones and minerals, which is why so many of the villages are named after stones and minerals, and why they actually, know the names of stones and minerals, which was always something I found a little odd. I'm like, they could have named this of anything over the years, but a lot of times they're still using the right names for it. As it turns out, the stories of the precious stones included this. All the ones that you're looking for can be found within the treasure chest, even platinum. And of course, the treasure chest would need to be something durable, something heat resistant, something that could survive for thousands of years without being damaged. And of course, it was the freaking Soyuz capsule itself. I was theorizing last week, I thought maybe the Soyuz capsule was the treasure. Like the heat resistant material of it would protect them from a second petrification beam down the road or something, but it makes sense to actually store all the precious stuff in there because, like I said, it's freaking indestructible, more or less. Even after thousands of years, it's still gonna, still be standing tall. And then we meet Soyuz, which I know a lot of people are gonna say, "Oh, this is a twist. They just threw us out of nowhere. It was stupid. It was ridiculous. This would have come up before," but it's been planned since the beginning. If you look back to chapter 14, when they first saw the list of villagers with all their names under it, this guy was there and he had no name. He had no name. All the way back then, I went back and double checked, and I remembered. I saw that and I had questions like, why does he have a name? Is his name something important? But then we never saw him again, and I just basically forgot about him. But seriously, the author was planning this all the way back then, all the way from the beginning of the series, for this twist to come down the road, for this, or at least for some twist involving a nameless man to pop up. But he isn't nameless. He is in fact named Soyuz, after the Soyuz capsule. That means there's another village out there. There's another village! There's more people! Or at least there were when he was a baby. But there was a whole other village out there which has the Soyuz capsule, which has the treasure chest with all the goods and values in it. I mean, again, I feel like Senku should have, heard from this guy before. And when he showed up and everyone's like, oh, he was probably exiled because no one lives outside the village, he would have realized, is he from my village? I should go talk to him. Nope, he didn't say a word. And then when Senku took over the village and all that, he could have gone and talked to him. Nope, didn't say a word. So I'm a little surprised he made it this long without saying anything. I know he said, he was worried that people wouldn't like him because he was not from the village. He was a foreigner, and it was this big secret. Even his adoptive parents somehow... Okay, this is the most ridiculous part of the whole chapter for me, honestly. His adoptive parents found him as a baby and raised him saying he was their own. This is a very small village. It's got like 45 people. They're going to know, if a woman gave birth recently or not. What's her excuse? She's going to say, oh, I was pregnant and realized I gave birth last night and nobody heard a thing because it was so easy, like all birth is. Really? I mean, I think the best explanation they could be is they just lost their own child to famine or disease or something, and so they just adopted him and everyone figured that was their kid. Also, though, why did he not have a name? And why did they ever actually give him a name after that? Also, how did they know what his name was? How did they know his name was Soyuz? I don't think they have a writing system. I mean, maybe? I don't know. It's definitely weird. So, yeah, next week, Senku is going to go meet the second village, and he's going to have to win them all over again, which I can't imagine is going to be easy. I mean, he has this freaking ass warship that's going to go greet them, which might not end well. They're probably going to try and kill him. And he's going to have to convince them that not only is he good, not only is he the son of one of their founders, but that he should be the one to get all their treasure, which they've guarded for hundreds of thousands of years. There's another question. Why is there another village? I mean, I can't imagine it would have made sense for them all to, split up. It has to be that the Soyuz people are descendants of the original astronauts, or else they wouldn't have known the word Soyuz. So why would they have split up, though? I mean, they left their, island behind and go start a new village. I'm still not entirely sure why they did that. But they did that, so then why did some people stay behind? I mean, do they have their own versions of the 100 Tales that are maybe a little different? Maybe they tell something else of heated debate, a war between the two tribes, something... I mean, these are the last 5, 6 people left on the Earth, and all of our flashbacks have shown they're pretty good friends. I mean, the singer was kind of a jokester, but they were good friends, willing to fight and die for each other. So why? Why would they split up? I just can't figure that out for the life of me. But yeah, next week, Senku's gonna have to try and convince this new tribe that he's an ally and not someone who's going in there to kill them all. Which will be interesting. Can't imagine they're just gonna, abandon their village and come with him, so I guess it'll just be a separate village that they'll be in radio communication with and aid each other using their ship to bring goods back and forth or something. Yeah, definitely gonna be some new enemies in this village, though, that's for sure. Or heck, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they'll see Senku and be like, "It is you, the chosen one! Come, take the treasure! It is your prophecy! You are the one who shall have it!" Something, whatever. I really don't know. It's such an unknown. I'm so excited to see it. Let me know how you think this new village is going to react in the comment section down below. Be sure to like and subscribe. And until next week, peace.